Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from AnthonysCustoms, and for this review, we are looking at the DC Comics Multiverse Super Friends version of Superman, which, just like Aquaman and Batman, and I'm assuming Green Lantern, though I don't have him yet, it's just another version of the DCUC Superman. This one does come with a cloth cape, though, so it's kind of a nice throwback type of thing. I don't know, these guys aren't really... I can't imagine anybody's buying these hoping to be impressed by them at this point. I mean, we know DCUC is an extremely dated style of figure, so this is really going to be for those collectors like myself who just want to maybe add a little bit of a unique item to that DCUC collection. So let's go ahead and get him off the stand and take a quick look. There's not a whole lot to talk about, so we're going to go kind of quickly. He stands just over 17 centimeters, which makes him just about 6 3/4 inches. Standard DCUC figure. I don't think there's anything new here except for the cape, which is done pretty well, given that it's a Mattel figure. They did a nice job with the soft goods. It's a nice material. And they did a good job with the printing on the back, so I'll give them that. And it does have that little clip on there, just like those old Batman figures from the Michael Keaton era. Remember those guys back in the day? Anyway, otherwise it's a completely standard DCUC body. It does come with a display stand, the Super Friends logo at the bottom, Superman in metallic on the back, and you can flip it around the card at least, and you'll have the Super Friends logo back there. So nice little display stand if you're into that sort of thing. As far as the figure goes, there's no paint on the face except for the eyes and eyebrows, so it looks a little weird. It's kind of glossy and just doesn't look very good. I get that they're doing it on purpose like that, but it still doesn't look good, so be aware of that. The hair is painted cleanly enough. It's not great, but it'll do. There's no shading in it. The paintwork around the collar is very blurry, so that's kind of an issue. The S logo is surprisingly not bad. I thought they were going to kind of screw it up, but it looks like they did a pretty decent job on that. The blues match across the arms and chest pretty well. None of that's painted as far as I can tell, so that's good. The belt is not done very well at all. It's molded in a light yellow, which I guess is fine, but then the gold paint is just, it looks bad in the middle, and then the red lines don't line up at all. And then the crotch part where they painted his underwear on there, it's not the right red, and it's translucent, and it's blurry. Same thing is kind of true for the boots. It's not as bad as the crotch, but it's just not clean at all, so it doesn't look very good. So yeah, these guys are just very, very mediocre, barely acceptable, if at all. Very niche type of items. I can't imagine they're going to sell very well. The head does have a little bit of a lean to it, but just a tiny bit. A little bit of rotation, no problem there. Shoulders do kind of tuck in a little bit, but not quite, so they don't work wonderfully, but they work well enough. Full rotation, bicep swivel. I imagine now there's collectors out there that don't even know what the DCUC line is, which means they're looking at this and thinking, wow, that's a really bad design. And you're not wrong, but for the time it was decent enough. Elbows work, wrists swivel, fists on both hands. Ab crunch leans back a little bit. No sculpt work underneath. Leans forward a little bit, not very far. Waist twist is okay. Hips go all the way out. This hip goes all the way out. This one doesn't want to move. And it's definitely an ugly design. Legs do go forward a decent amount back. And then you have your thigh swivel. Single jointed knee, which gives you about 90 degrees. Oh, I guess they did paint the blue. No, they painted the blue on there? They painted the blue, huh? I didn't think they would do that. Here's the thing, okay, I guess I should have known that they did that. When companies like this are making figures, they mold the part in whatever color is going to be most present. So in this case, it's the red, and then they paint the blue. That's not always the case. It's usually not a good thing, but it's not always the case. And to me, it looked like the red was painted the way it was overlapping, but I guess it was just a bad paint job on the blue. The blue matches pretty well, though, so that's good. And then the foot has really good hinge, but no ankle rocker. So yeah, guys, you know, honestly, you really probably shouldn't get these unless you really just want to have a Superman or Super Friends version of Superman with the cloth cape. That's really the best thing about this guy is the cape. So I can't recommend it, but there is a reason to pick it up if you are kind of like me and you have a particular reason. If you're just trying to grab stuff that's cool, this is not for you. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I have new videos up every single day. We talk about action figures, movies, TV shows, video games, all kinds of fun stuff. So make sure you come back for that. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. And in the meantime, keep collecting.